Oh,
Thank
really?
you, Claire.
Oh, really, Jeff?
Oh, would you rather me pause it so you can talk about your
My
downstairs
horrible.
situation?
No,
some more?
please do talk more
Okay.
about the poops.
I need to get this on record. There are no poops. The poops
Yet.
the poops are hypothetical. I had some delicious homemade jambalaya. That's it.
Yum.
That's all. That's
The poops are
everything.
hypothetical for now.
Uh,
That's how every great experiment begins.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm taking off. Shield your I'm taking off. Shield your I'm taking off. Shield your let's shine goodbye. Drifting to space. Our life is cold. All I want is the power of the night.
Welcome back to Shattered Worlds RPG. I'm your Loremaster, Jeff, and with me tonight, the wonderful AJ,
Woohoo!
the indescribably awesome Kristy,
Wow.
and my man, Jayme.
yeah. Wahoo!
Well, that was fun. Ash can't be with us tonight, so I'll play the part of Ash to the best of my ability. What do you guys remember from last time?
There's a goat in me.
There is a goat in you.
It's a magic goat.
I'm checking my notes. We had Squeaking the Squeaker, the Shell Game, Noodles Are Empty Carbs, Extra Eyes, Operation Bilbo Catch, 5 out of 20, Roll for Jump Scare, Rigor Mortis, and I Still Got It. Your wishes are Keziah wants to have a heart-to-heart with Gale before her brain melts, and you still want to punch the Emperor.
I do still want to punch the Emperor. Again, no need for it to be immediate. Just need it to be present in the room. Should the option come up.
Any questions before we start the escape?
Oh man, if Gale punches the Emperor while she has the magic goat man in her, can she like punch a hole through the Emperor because he's all strong and stuff?
That would be ideal.
We haven't seen yet what kind of physical prowess Goatman can offer.
Well, we kind of have because she tore off the collar. And I would imagine that that's not
you're
something
right.
you're supposed to be able to do.
You're right. She went into this fugue state and then, yeah.
But you haven't seen it happen yet.
No.
Yeah.
But this is Kristy the player asking.
Oh, good. I was confused.
Oh, yes. No, I'm saying that we as the players haven't... We know something happened. We don't know what happened yet.
Totally. So you guys are in the stairwell. Right as the door closes, the last thing you hear is people like pounding on the hotel room door that you just left. And yeah, you've been told by Keziah, presumably, to get the hell out of there. You're on the, let's call it the 5th floor of the hotel. Though it's inside an asteroid, so it you know.
I get the hell out of there.
So you go down to the ground floor.
Yes.
Okay. Are you being stealthy or are you going balls out? Just walking?
I mean, we have... Electo and I have some sort of disguising going on right now. Ebenezer and Keziah, I'm pretty sure you guys are just kind of out, right?
Yeah,
I think
but
so.
Keziah, her chip will activate, so...
I think Electo has some sort of invisibility cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electo had the invisibility cloak. I believe there was some sort of like either I put on some different clothes or something with the Masha the Goatman shielded me.
Yes, he shields you psychically, so people can't sense you that way. But I don't think he can create illusions. Maybe you
think
got
they're-
some clothes from... Oh, you have like a wardrobe full of clothes you've picked up over
Yeah.
over your time.
20-foot
You're like
radius
dressing in the stairwell.
Yeah.
around Keziah. The sound is dampened and visual perception is distorted.
Okay,
So-
perfect. So you guys can run down the stairs. No problem.
Or safely hurry down the stairs.
Okay, as far as you know, you travel unseen. You arrive at the back door to this place, and it opens up into a kind of trash-strewn sort of loading area. You see like a truck pulled up to the, what do you call it?
With the
The-
loading dock?
Yeah, like where they bring in supplies to the hotel.
Yeah. I also just remembered the thing that was obscuring me was a very large hat.
Yes.
Hmm.
And then there's just like a alleyway behind the hotel, and you hear noises out in front of the hotel. You could go right or left if you want to get around to peek out front. There's a door across the alley, some kind of service door into the rock. There's a keypad. Of course, you have your code key,
Mm-hmm.
but that's the situation behind the hotel.
I'm not in a great place to be poking my head anywhere right now, so I'm going to go ahead and go to that lock.
Okay, cool. Y'all cross the street with Gale.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I'm kind of sticking near Keziah's disruption field, so
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of last episode, you said that we were having a hard time even perceiving that Gale was there anymore. We had kind of like forgotten that she
Yeah,
was
I think
with
that's
us.
I think that's what the Macho Gutman was doing.
Oh, it's like your consciousness sort of like
Yes.
bends around
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Okay. So Gale, if you're gonna cross, you're gonna want to like tell someone or grab them or something.
Oh, hey. Okay. So I just go over to Crunch and it's like, "Hey,
Who the hell are you?
hi, hello. I'm going to cross the street now. Get the key, code key, remember? And
Yes.
unlock that lock. Do you or Keziah want to see what's going on with the noises over there?"
Electo says, "I'll do it."
Yes, Electro, do that. Yes, yes.
Okay, this blur goes to the right around the corner, and
Jesus,
then
that fucking scared me.
and then you hear a dink dink on your oak leaf pin.
Yes.
Dink, dink, touch it.
Hi, it's Electo. There's a truck coming down the alley.
Does it look like it's going to find us, see us, stop us?
Oh yeah, it's going right by me, and you see this tall, skinny work truck pull around and start coming down the alley towards the loading area. Have you crossed the street already? Are you going to that door, or are you stuck in here?
Where was the thing to unlock? Was that across the street?
That's across the alley, yeah.
Yeah, then I would have started crossing.
Okay, and the two of you went with Gale?
I guess.
Okay. All right. You trek across the way there. This truck is slowly ambling towards you. And Electo says, "Hey, Yolanda's driving. You know my friend from the monastery? her grandma worked in the monastery? Met her at that party?
That's interesting. What is she doing here?
I don't know. Oh, wait, I got a text. So you get to this door, you're running the code key. Sure enough, it opens up. She says, Santinali's people are trying to get into the hotel room. She got tipped off, and she wants to help us escape. And the truck stops at the loading zone, and she like rolls down the window, and she's like looking around, can't find anyone.
Am I supposed to remember Santinali? Who was that?
You met him in the facility underground when you came out of the Null Gate on the planet
right.
of Devarikar.
The people who brought us back. Okay, yeah.
And I think Crunch talked to you about the plans that Santinali had. Santinali was after Electa.
Yeah, Crunch and Electo went to a meet with Steve to like kind of
Oh, okay. Yes,
figure
yes.
out what
this is
Steve's
him.
plan was. Steve should be waiting to find out if Crunch is willing to help, but apparently he's forcing the issue.
Oh, well, Steve, just. All right, if that's Electo's friend, do we want to meet up with her, or do we want to just keep going?
You hear like a phone ringing, like a cutesy anime theme song or whatever coming from Electo's comm device, and you can hear it through the oak leaf pin, but you can also hear it down the street. It's like, I don't know, 30 feet away or whatever.
Mhm.
And then you see Yolanda in her truck like look around, and she's holding up her device. And then she looks out the window and back, and she's like confused. And you hear Electo talking to her on her phone.
Now, is this somebody that we're supposed to know?
I don't think Crunch or Keziah ever met her.
Okay.
Her husband's an engineer. He was working on the space train when it was attacked and then subsequently crashed. So she's got a connection with Electo.
Okay. But Gale has met her before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
She's this like really attractive lady with like light brown hair, and is she a Freet? I think. Yeah,
I believe
she's
so.
a Freet.
Okay. Well, I have never met this woman. I have no opinion. I would defer to you, Gale.
I mean, if Electo says she's trying to help us, then I guess.
Hey guys, Yolanda's here to help us. And you see the back doors of the truck open up, and you hear some noise in there, and Electo like lifts up the hood of the invisibility cloak, and she like waves at you guys.
Oh, well. All right. But,
Why don't we do a insight check? And you get +4, Kristy, for your +2 for your
For
worm,
the
your brain
worm?
worm.
we all do an insight?
Yeah, you're all in full view of Yolanda.
The worm is +2.
Okay.
Insight is light?
Yeah. No, shadow.
Insight is shadow.
Shadow. Okay.
Would perception, investigation, or perception detect lie apply to this?
Detect lie might help.
Okay, I've got 2 ranks of that, so I can spot a
Right.
fibber.
So +4.
Let me just go ahead and double check if I have rank. I'm pretty sure I don't.
No.
I do not. That's fine, because you know what? I'm going to keep rolling because I rolled a 10.
Oh my god.
I have a 17.
I've
All
rolled
right.
this weird looking 10 without any zero. Oh, that's a 1. Yeah, that's
Oh no. Oh
that'd be
dear.
a
Oh
bot.
no.
I
You-
immediately trust the situation.
You hate to see it. You really do.
I love how
Uh,
conveniently everything has worked out for us, friends. There's nothing to fear.
Yeah, anyway, that's gonna go ahead and be a 30 for your boy.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Yeah, so the way I'm going to play this is Goatman says, "This woman has ulterior motives. I'd be careful around her." And you can tell that she's clearly holding something back. And because you got a legendary success, like, just ask a question or two, and I'll give you the answer.
Is she planning to take us somewhere other than where we're intending?
Where are you intending?
Good question, honestly.
To safety? Yes.
Safe. Okay, she's taking us to safety.
Best you can tell, she's not involved with Dr. Santinelli.
Not involved with Santinelli. Okay. Is she working with the artist or with the Oakley Society?
If she is, you haven't been told. Like when Brutus was listing your various assets, he didn't mention her. And she did follow Crunch and Electo to that meeting. I think, did Electo ever tell you, Crunch, that a friend of his was snooping?
I don't believe Electo mentioned a Snoopy friend.
Okay. So Keziah's feeling a little hinky about it. Not quite sure, but Gale is pretty sure there's something more going on.
Yeah. And I think I'll end up telling Keziah and Crunch as much, just like leaning over to them being like, I'm not sure how much I trust this person, but I feel like we will at least be away from here.
Oh, I fully trust this person. I can tell. She's an open book, no secrets. We
And-
are safe with her.
You get a call from Dr. Steve Crunch.
Hello, Ebenezer Crunch.
You hear, like, it sounds like people throwing a hotel room, like drawers opening and stuff. And he goes, Crunch, are you safe?
Yes, I'm in the bathroom.
Crunch, I'm going to level with you. I pushed up the timeline a bit.
I'm gonna level with you. Nothing has pushed up the timeline as much as these burritos. I need to go. I will call you back.
Oh my god. So Electo's waving more frantically now. She's like, guys, Yolanda's a friend of mine. We should go with her.
All right, let's just go to the van. Let's just go to the van for now. How about that? How about let's do that?
Fantastic.
Oh, I never rolled for Electo.
Oh, Electo knows all.
Okay, you guys, as you're coming towards her, she kind of edges around the side of the truck. She like waves to whoever's in there, like, hold on a second. And then she comes around the corner and still holding up her hood, she says, I don't trust it.
Okay, where are we
And
getting
you hear
to the van?
sirens coming out from out front, so things are getting even more complicated. Because, of course, you're wanted.
All right, so do we trust her enough to go into this van right now, or do we go away? I like to. Because I trust you on this. I also get a shifty vibe, but I trust you.
I don't know. I can't decide.
Can Keziah tell by looking at this vehicle, if we get in the back, is there a chance that she could use her plasma arm to, like, cut through to the front if she needed to?
You haven't used this specific vehicle before, but it looks like it's all of a piece. Like it might even be open between cab and cargo area. Like it's like
Okay.
a work truck. So,
Okay.
but I don't think there's a way for you to like X-ray into it. I guess you
No.
could quickly check the schematics against, the manufacturer
Yeah, just like
or whatever.
from the appearance of it, does it look like a two-piece thing where like the cab is separate from the back, or like all in one thing?
With all your available information, it's accessible to the front from the back, unless they've modified it
Okay.
to be like a cage or something.
Worst case scenario, we can get to the front if we have to. Most likely.
I like that plan.
All right. Let's get away from the police.
Let's do that. And I get in the van.
You guys load in and you see in ordinary like worker type jumpsuits, you see a nondescript skinny guy with brown hair.
John Cena.
You see a guy with like engineer, like it's a Stoneflower Island jumpsuit, and he's got like engineer tabs. And Gale, this is Bob, Yolanda's husband, that she was raving about. You might have missed that episode, but
Oh, I've heard so much about you. How are you doing, Bob?
get in! They're almost on top of us.
I got in 5 minutes ago dry.
And the other person in there is like really striking. Like she's busting out of her jumpsuit, like rippling strong arms and corded neck. Black woman with like a really big natural, and she looks hard as fuck. And you see a big duffel bag, a black duffel bag next to her that seems long enough to hold a very big weapon. And she gives you all like this glittering smile, bright white teeth, and she says, "We got to move fast." And Electo goes, "All right." And she goes and gets a high five from Bob. And yeah, you can see the door between the cab and the back is open, and so you could crawl into the front if you wanted. And Yolanda tears ass out of there, and the nondescript guy closes the doors.
Wonderful.
Can I give the nondescript guy a high five? I feel like he's been left out.
Let's see if he knows what a high five is.
Oh no.
So you reach up for a high five, and he like looks around, like, and then just sort of gingerly.
Is he an automaton?
You think he's just no fun.
Weirdly cold and sweaty.
Oh, so clammy. Delightful. Yeah.
The woman says, "I'm Gale. This is Jeffrey."
Two
and you met
Gales.
Bob, I guess.
Oh, right, other Gale.
And that's
Jeffries.
Yolanda up front.
Where are we going?
Oh, so this thing is like zooming. You see like a cage door, like you might see at a mall in front of a store at night or whatever. It goes up, and the van goes into it, and then it closes down behind it. And she's like, "We're going through security tunnels. If we get deep enough into the rock, it'll block their sensors. It'll also block comms, though, so if you have anything you need to tell anyone, now's the time."
Hey, artist, we're going underground for a bit.
Artist is not on the station, but you want to try Brutus?
Hey, Brutus, we're going underground for a moment.
You just hear like a and it doesn't seem to be connecting.
I'll take that as a roger.
Electo's like, I could send a text.
Is that not technically also comms?
Oh, let me try. What should I say? And the van's continuing to trundle down these windy tunnels.
Probably hi.
Hi. Tap, tap. And she sits there quietly waiting for a return. Wait, I can't hear you, Jayme.
Sorry. I said, ask how they're doing.
Oh, that's good. How are you doing? Gale checks her device. She's like, yeah, we're officially off the grid here.
Have you tried sending a you up message?
Electo chuckles.
So what's at the end of these tunnels?
Oh, there's an unused or a disused rather cargo bay that we've been holed up in. It's perfectly safe. We've got the exits covered, and we're
Wait,
monitoring.
You've been holed up in here?
In a manner of speaking.
Someone after you?
Well, we're much you might call agents
Of?
of an organization that she looks at Jeffrey and she kind of like smiles and shrugs, and Bob looks utterly clueless, and she says, "Have you heard of the Order of the Red Circle?"
I cannot say I have.
Actually, Gale maybe is that clueless. Both of you are fully well aware. The Order of the Red Circle is like the most rapidly growing religion in the Conclave. It was started by this former priest of the Ascendant Mysteries, so he's a Yafrit. They are kind of like the government religion. He was this low-level priest, and then he quit that and started this religion. I'm not sure how much you would know about their tenets and stuff, but they have been connected with various criminal activities. I don't think Crunch would be up to date on them, but he's read a few articles. And Keziah, you know that they've got their fingers in a ton of pies. They've managed to keep most of their people out of prison, but they've worked with pirates. They're suspected of raiding the library ship Archimedes. They have a base on Kavar 2, also known as Bell's Holdout, which is where the Viceroy Flint is the muckety-muck there. So they may have some connections with the Ascendancy Diplomatic Corps or even the Emperor. So they're pretty powerful, but their precise aims and methods are murky.
Quick question. Have we heard about them doing anything to weird to people that they pick up in their vans? Like,
As far as you know, no. It's a strictly voluntary organization, but they are kind of secretive. What was the quotes for?
Voluntary.
Voluntary.
Ah, all right. So the van hits a elevator and it goes down another level, and it keeps driving.
So why exactly are you here?
My boss, I guess you could say, Gilliam the Fate Driven, he heard about the Oakleaf Society's interest in the Emperor's project, and he wanted us to reach out and connect, see if maybe you'd like to work together.
Why are you interested in working? Is it solely because of the president's project here? Or not president, what the fuck? Is it solely because of the emperor's project here? Or is it um some sort of are you trying to get something from I don't why? Why?
Well, the four of you have been involved in some pretty interesting activities of late, and he likes to surround himself with interesting people. He is very interested in the joining of magic and technology. He has an intense interest in ancient artifacts. He recently destroyed a unification project on Kavar 2, and his philosophy is opposed to such projects, and he thought that our interests might align.
He meaning your boss, not the Emperor. I ask because it sounds an awful lot like the Emperor based on what we've seen.
Officially, Gilliam is close to an accord with the Emperor. He's had dealings, and he's interested in, how shall I put this, a sort of a deeper relationship, but he likes to hedge his bets. And he finds that if he could have someone working on the outside, someone unconnected with the order, it would help. Possibly. I don't know how much you know about the Infinity Ring project, but he's hoping that he might be able to stall it or even scuttle it.
Do we know about the Infinity Ring project?
Gale and Electo do. The Oakleaf Society sent them here to find out about the Emperor's project. I don't know if you've heard it called that yet. This might be the first time. But that's why you were meeting in the sanctuary ship with the Emperor, if you recall, and you were supposed to give like 100 of your associates to him to be implanted.
I have to say I would be very interested to see someone else's work with combining magic and technology. That does sound very interesting to me. One moment, please. Now that I know what the now that they've kind of laid the rest of it out on the table for me, am I getting a vibe from Goatman?
He thinks that everything she's saying is truthful.
It's still just like an ulterior motive thing that it's still about where about where it
I mean,
was.
if they're intelligence agents, of course they can't be trusted. I mean, neither can you guys, right? Like, you're working on behalf of a secret organization. So yeah, it's a marriage of convenience, maybe, at this point. You don't know how you could get them to prove that they can be trusted. It takes time, right?
Well, yeah. So, um, I mean, I guess I'm chill until we get to safety.
Okay, so the truck slides into like a vehicle area, and Yolanda parks, and they all start to load up their gear. And Gale says, "Oh, I almost forgot." She hands. Who would want this? I guess Gale. She hands Gale a data pad, and she says, "This is everything we have about the children of Slain and their ties to Caldwell," which was your other like intelligence mission you were supposed to look into. She says, we heard you were looking into that association. We also have some information that ties the fighters that were attacking the Emperor's ship to that organization as well.
Oh, goodness. So it has been them this whole time, huh?
The Lunari Freedom Movement is trying to make a play for control of the Senate. They may be wanting to break away from the Conclave. I don't know. We can only speculate at this point. So you guys want to get out of the truck?
I'll get out of the truck.
Okay, Bob pulls out a bunch of like tools and like a big toolbox, and he goes over, and you see it's just like your typical sci-fi cargo bay. There's blue barrels and, you know, carts and boxes and things. And he starts setting up his gear, like you're not sure what he's working on. You see a couple of other nondescript brown-haired guys, but instead of jumpsuits, they're in like loose-fitting red shirts and pants, and they have white masks over their faces.
Mm-hmm.
And they both wave, and Jeffrey waves back at them and just sort of stands near the door like a sentry.
Are they all like the same height?
They're just sort of similar in their nondescriptness.
Mhm.
Let me put it that way.
Mhm.
They're all 5'7" exactly.
They're like 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", you know.
Yeah.
Crunch leads into Keziah and he's like, getting some real clone vibes off these guys.
Electo's like, "Ooh, look at this place." She's wandering around. She starts looking in boxes.
So, what is to keep anyone else from coming down here?
You're asking Gale.
Yeah.
Or let's call her Grave, because we got two Gales here.
Yeah.
Gale G. She says, we have several countermeasures. We have somebody on the inside of the law enforcement, and we have a couple of operators with Santinali's people. The Emperor's people are also looking for you. We don't know why. We can't infiltrate that organization just yet.
Oh, they're just probably really fond of us, you know, and they're concerned about our well-being.
Oh, he's not fond of me.
Oh, don't be hard on yourself. You're a very likable person.
He isn't.
Well, can't win them all.
Are you aware of the circumstances of our arrival?
More or less. You landed with the Emperor's people on the asteroid. At some point, the SVA drive activated and took everything except the ships in orbit here. Other than that, we don't have anything other than some sensor readings.
Oh, cool. Let me get you caught up. So I'm an escaped convict.
She smiles, laughs a little bit.
Is it a genuine laugh or a nervous laugh?
Give me an insight check.
It's an 18.
Nice. Yeah, it seems like a natural laugh. She seems just totally calm and comfortable. She's got this command presence. You get the sense that she's a high-level operative.
Well, let me ask you something. If you arrived somewhere with a group of people under possibly unusual circumstances, and then those people disappeared, would you not know, or would you not want to know what happened to them before you left again?
Which people are we talking about?
This is a hypothetical question.
Oh, I'm not very good with hypotheticals.
You literally just described this situation. So you could put 2 and 2 together. I believe in you.
Are we talking about the 4 of you?
Yes.
Well, no, as far as I know, nobody saw you get into the van, and nobody knew we were in the van.
All right, slow down. Back up. You said that the Emperor was looking for us, and you didn't know why.
Oh, we saw some of his agents in the area of the hotel, and one of our people was working at a stand near there, and one of them were asking if they'd seen people matching your description.
Yes, so we arrived with the Emperor, as you just said. And now, perhaps the Emperor wishes to leave, and he cannot find the people he arrived here with. If you arrived somewhere with a group of people, and those people could no longer be found, would you not want to find out what happened to them before you took off again?
I mean, I guess it depends on how close we were. And Jeffrey chuckles.
All right.
I mean, what does the Emperor have on you? Surely he doesn't need a bounty.
Not everything is a giant conspiracy. Sometimes it is just, hey, I arrived somewhere with a group of people and now they're missing.
Oh, you're saying maybe they just wanted to chat and they had 6 operatives with them for your protection.
No.
Would you not also be concerned that the people who were there to protect you are not there anymore?
Wait, you were protecting the Emperor? I'm confused.
I mean, we were protecting the Emperor when he was being attacked, so yeah.
And I'm fascinated to know how you got into the Emperor's presence. Not even we were able to do that.
We had a meeting.
We heard some pretty disturbing things about the recruitment process.
Recruitment process into the...
I think she might be referring to what Crunch saw, which is the Emperor controlling somebody with a brain implant.
Oh. Oh, well, I mean, if you're concerned about us being, recruited or something, no. See, we were just, we happened by as one does. And there was a bit of a kerfuffle, as there sometimes is. And, in moments of intense stress in the battlefield, sudden friendships bloom. I'm sure that's all it is. The Emperor's just really quite fond of us, We've been through a lot together in a very short time.
Except for me, he doesn't like me.
Yeah, he hates Gale. It's
Really? Oh, that's odd. You seem so friendly.
Thank you. He was very mad at me for reasons I don't really know, but I am friendly.
Huh. Well, I wouldn't want to have the Emperor as an enemy.
Meh.
Actually, real quick, were any of his guards female?
Surely, yeah. His guards that turned on you and like shot at him, or like his the Skyblades, yeah, like three
Yeah.
of them were women, yeah.
But most of them were male.
Nah, he likes a pretty even gender mix
Okay.
amongst his goons.
Hey, real quick, is he a fucking sexist?
He's just mad at Gale and Keziah because he hates women.
Well, that's what Keziah was going to say, but
I mean, he is a single guy in his 40s that's never been married. You know.
And I think we know why.
okay. We're gonna need to take a look at this guy's podcast subscriptions
Yeah.
to really.
Oh no, it's just Rogan, Jordan Peterson.
Yes.
What's this dude Bumble profile look like? What's he getting up to on OkCupid?
You see Yolanda and Bob and Electo are broing down. They seem to be enjoying each other's company.
the clammy guy and Electo?
Clammy guy. He's the engineer.
Clammy. Oh, okay. I said
Nondescript.
clammy guy. 'Cause-
Oh, the one you thought was a clone, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So not. Okay.
the other guy. Bob's kind of chunky, like thinning brown hair, about 5'10". But he's very distinctive looking. He's like not conventionally attractive.
I was
Tiny
just
glasses.
gonna say, when we say, "Hey Jeffrey," do they all turn at once?
Are you gonna say, "Hey Jeffrey"?
Yeah. I've taken a shine to the lad.
Okay, the sentry looks over at you like, what the hell?
Nothing. Never mind.
I thought you were a different Jeffrey. Never mind.
Same name, wrong face.
You see the other two are like loading cargo in a specific, like, almost like if you wanted to, they're staging it for like a quick transfer near the lines where a shuttle would dock.
Yeah, Crunch is gonna lean into Gale and be like getting some real clone vibes off these guys. So once again, suspicions are growing.
You're getting what vibe? What vibes? Oh,
Clone-
they're virgins. Okay.
clones.
Oh, okay. You had me thinking a different thing. All right. Well, that doesn't sound good. They look different enough. I don't know.
I assume this is a sidebar somewhere Gale can't hear.
Oh, I'm
Gale
saying
G.
it to. Oh yeah, the dark Gale. No, this is just for our Gale.
The
Got it.
Dark Gale.
She's so friendly.
The Jedi Gale, not the Sith Gale.
Go Gale.
Go Gale. Yes.
So you guys, you have a little sidebar. Keziah, do you want to keep talking to Gale G, or do you want to go with your crew?
I mean, is there any way that she's going to be able to find out what the next step is, like where they're going to take us, any of that kind of stuff?
I mean, let's roleplay it. You want to ask her?
Yeah. So, where do we go from here?
We're working on that. I'm just waiting for a message from Bob. He knows somebody that has a lead on a ship and a shuttle. So pretty quick here, maybe a couple hours, we're going to have a shuttle diverted down here. We have a diversion all set. And if everything goes well, the getaway vessel will arrive a few minutes later. Bob waves up his pad and he goes, I got it. And Electo's like clapping. Yay! What do we got?
Yes, what do we have?
Okay, so Gale checks it over and she goes, all right, check. They're in position. Good job, Bob. So yeah, it'll be an hour 57. I can sync to your devices if you like.
Sure.
I guess.
Okay. She swipes it and you guys have a timer going. I mean, you can't really go anywhere, so, but, you know, at least it's nice to be on the same page.
You know, go back in the van and play some fucking Candy Crush.
She says, I'll let you confer. I got to check my gear. And she goes over and she pulls out this, like, massive rifle and starts, like, breaking it down. And you see, like, the hilt and handle of a, like, enormous broadsword, like, in a sheath. She starts, you know, doing soldiery stuff over there at the table.
And Zara would have loved that.
Oh yeah, Zora would be going crazy right now. I
Right?
think Beza would also be going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not incredibly familiar with these Red Circle people. Do you know anything about them?
You asking Crunch or Keziah? Or both?
Both?
I mean, we'll just pass on the
Yeah,
information
we'll pass.
I gave you
Yeah.
guys. And yeah.
Okay, so they seem culty.
Yes. Accurate.
How comfortable are we being here still?
Not. But
I mean, better than a few minutes ago when we were in the van, but still not great.
Is that going to go up if we get back into the van? Because I think we are about to get back in the van.
You guys can have your sidebar in the back of the van.
Yeah. I mean, we're
Yeah.
we're safe for now, I guess. We just need to figure out what happens when this goes sideways.
yes.
I mean, plus sometimes you just have to join a cult for a little while. You know,
Sometimes that's just what happens.
it's fine.
You just have to, be a little sick on the day that they bring out the Kool-Aid.
Right.
It's-
Yeah.
Suddenly you get diarrhea. It just happens,
It only takes one text saying I have dysentery.
Yes.
Is Electo a part of this, or is she still over with Yolanda and Bob?
I imagine I went up to everyone.
Okay, so when you said that thing about diarrhea, she was like, oh, like when we were on Devarikar and Mistletoe sent them a message that she had to poop. You remember, Gale?
Oh, yeah, and then we ran away from them forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that worked great.
Yeah, no, that was a good plan. I'm glad that we did that.
Uh-huh.
So...
Jayme. Dropping bombs in the chat. Do you want to say that one out loud?
I said, this episode has a theme and I don't like it.
Not a big fan of poop, huh?
I mean, it is one of my veils, so we can nudge past it.
Yeah. God, why did you let us do a whole plan based off that?
I think that was before. Doesn't matter. You know how sometimes the veils pile up sometimes.
Yeah.
That was a later edition.
Sometimes you just realize you'd rather not talk about poop for a solid 30 minutes.
So Electo's like, did they tell you about the red circle?
A little bit. Kind of sounds culty to me.
Yeah. I thought it sounded pretty interesting. Yolanda and Bob are really into it.
They are. Uh, have they ever met the person in charge?
Oh, I don't think so. They're pretty new.
How do you go about joining?
Oh, I didn't ask. I was just sort of asking them about their philosophy. They like to meditate. They're really into this thing they call ascension. Sort of a renunciation of the ego. And they've got this thing about coming together and serving the common good. And yeah, that sounds interesting. A lot like my monastery, I guess.
Why does this
I
one
thought-
sound like a multi-level marketing scheme?
I thought you hated your life at the monastery.
Well, I don't know about hate. It was just a little dull at times. But they trained me, and I've got all these skills, And since being in that machine, I feel like I'm more connected to the universe as a whole. I'm starting to feel like maybe the monastery they had something there,
Hey, question, is she still invisible?
I assume y'all turned all that stuff off, or else this would have been a very weird conversation.
Okay.
No,
All right.
it is Electo, so she's probably playing with it. Like she's got it
Yeah.
around her neck.
It's like
or
rainbow
just around her
colored now.
waist.
She's trying to do the sawed in half. Got torso on one side, legs on the other.
Well, let me ask you this, Electo. If this is truly an organization that has aims for the greater good, do you think that the best way to go about that would be secrecy and spycraft?
Well, I think that's just when they have to do this kind of stuff. But according to Yolanda and Bob, they're very open. They talk about their lives, and they help each other find work. Some of them, like those two guys with the masks, they're sort of more into it, and the mask is something about like setting aside the desire to be admired for your looks. It's like something about reminding you that humanity is equal in the eyes of the gods.
Feels like you could accomplish that without a mask.
Yeah, they say not everybody wears. Like Gale doesn't, and Yolanda and Bob don't. I don't know. Maybe just if you're a soldier or something.
Oh.
Real quick, what do the masks actually look like? I think I might have missed that.
So they're pretty simple. They're not like stormtrooper masks. They're like you don't know what their properties are, but it's like a COVID white, N95 with a few bits and bobs. Maybe they filter toxins or something.
Okay.
Well, perhaps I'm naive, but I just don't see that an organization that truly wishes to be altruistic and for the greater good and all of these things that they seem to believe they are, would do things that are in the shadows, as it were.
I'm gonna need a deception check because that is the biggest load of horse shit Keziah has ever said.
Why?
Because you're an intelligence agent for a massive corporation.
But she doesn't believe that it's altruistic and
Oh. Okay, never
goody,
mind.
goody, like, we're gonna make everything better and everybody's equal. And
I don't know, Keziah. I mean, sometimes perfectly good major groups, as it were, have a secret organizational branches. Just it's think of it like it's like a layer of protection to defend good people against the nefarious, shadowy deeds of. Okay, it's like a squirt gun, right? Like if you just go around squirting people with a squirt gun, you're a jerk. But if a bunch of people are rolling around with squirt guns and you squirt them back with squirt, if you think about it, right? Sometimes secret agents, they're just cool people.
Wait, do they have squirt guns?
That one got away from me, I'm afraid.
She's looking around the truck like,
I just think sometimes, having a secret agent type situation doesn't necessarily make you bad people, in my opinion.
so, if you were to become a doctor and take the oath to do no harm, and you decided that you were going to make a coalition of doctors who were going to go around just healing people in a totally giving manner, not asking for any compensation, just, hey, you're sick, I'm going to heal you. You've been injured, I'm going to heal you. You are saying that there is a possibility that their organization would be better if they had spies and secrecy and dark dealings backing them up. That would make it better.
100%. And here's why. So this good doing doctor organization, right? They're healing people for free. They're cutting into the profits of the commercially available medical care. Now let's just say most corporations won't mind, but perhaps some do dislike the opposition of free medical supplies and dealings. So they hatch a plan to infiltrate and destroy your organization from within. It would take I could do it in probably a year. I wouldn't. But so
Electo puts her fists on her hips and she says, Crunch,
yes.
you're just saying the plot of Fight for Bandages 3. That's a terrible name. I'm so sorry.
Back on the colony, we had very few movies to watch, and Fight for Bandages 3 was one of my favorites. It's the first example that sprang to mind.
I believe we're arguing ethics and morality.
I like it.
You like the argument?
Well, like talking about what we believe and care about. That's what friends do, right?
Yes. The unfortunate thing is ethics and morality don't always line up with reality. Which is what Crunch is talking about.
Yeah. Well, in Doctor Mission, on last one I saw, they had to land on a planet there were these medically altered zombies, and they had to get there and save them, but there was like an interdiction, like a blockade, so they had to sneak through the blockade without being seen or caught, so they had to be secret.
Oh, yes, season 52, episode 17. I saw that one. It was passable.
We have unlocked some serious Keziah canon.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Now, for all you Space Doctor super fans out there, that is Keziah's opinion, not ours. She's gonna get some angry letters.
Hmm.
Okay, AJ, Goatman is getting kind of annoyed at all this like cute chatter, and he says, "You all could be in serious danger soon. You might want to get some rest. So you've been up for 20 some odd hours."
Oh goodness, yeah, I forgot. It's been a while since I've slept, huh? There is the one thing that needs to happen. I don't know about you guys, but I have not slept yet. So I say we find some way. I guess for now it has to be with these people, because where else are we gonna sleep? So maybe we can see if they have some lodging for us.
Yes. We should still keep a watch.
Yes.
You see Electo is just meditating in the corner.
I vote Electo takes first watch.
She kind of shakes awake. "Oh, yeah, of course." And steps out of the van and stands there imposingly.
Use your invisibility cloak during your watch.
"Oh, well, they'll all see me. I'm right. Should I get back in the van and then do it and then step out?"
Yes.
"I'll do that." So she does that, and she closes the doors. Or do you want to leave the doors open?
Are we sleeping in the van?
Well, there's not really anywhere else to sleep unless you just want to
Okay.
sack out next to the crates or whatever.
Then it is.
All right. I don't know if you all will be able to sleep. Do you have some quick acting knockout drugs? I don't know.
I'm
Hold
sure.
on.
I mean,
She's
Keziah
like, "Take one
definitely
of
has
these."
sedatives, but
She's like, "I've
Chris is like,
calculated
"Do
it
I
to
ever?"
wake you in 1 hour and 36 minutes. Yeah, you must have like a pill synthesizer, and you just like pop them out. They come in their little like plastic pill packages.
A Pez dispenser?
Yeah. Wonderful.
no,
Um,
it means like these.
Oh.
Yep. She just whips out 3 Pez dispensers, hooks you guys up.
now, to be fair, the Pez factory is in my state, and they do have ones that look exactly like that.
Oh, fun.
in little blister packs.
Oh no, not in the little blister packs. No.
Are they called blister packs? Because on the back they look like a puffy blister.
Yep.
Yes.
That's a gross name.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to how we've been living. I'm so sorry you made it.
I don't like that one bit.
Keziah, you could just juice yourself with meth to stay awake as long as you want. Or you could take a nap. It's up to you.
Keziah's gonna get all hopped up and then jump on the Dr. Spaceman forums to really blast that episode.
Keziah's just gonna get jacked on horse gravy.
she watches Dr. Mission at 5 times speed.
Just take the limitless pill real quick.
Anyway, really quick, AJ, you have a dream.
Oh boy.
You're cross-legged floating on the original island where you met Maja de Gultaman. But his statue is standing up straight now, and he's got like rippling black curls and just like chiseled stone-like muscle
Mhm.
and like a nice curly beard. And it's like Greek, you know how they oiled their beards. And he's got a sort of Greek style outfit on. But he's like 10 feet tall. And he's just looking down at you like with this expression of care and appreciation. And he says, Gale, I'm worried about you.
What about?
This organization, the Order of the Red Circle.
I mean, I'm also a little wary of it right now. Again, it seems like they're just really up to. They seem like religious fanatics, and I've never felt comfortable around that. So, I'm on my toes. But what do I do at this point? We're kind of stuck with them.
Indeed. Stay on your toes.
Okay.
And he waves, and these like big birds come soaring through the air and like land next to you guys. And he pets one, and it looks nice. There's a waterfall tinkling in the background.
Am I able to also pet a bird?
Of course, you float over and pet one of these gorgeous giant geese, swan, ostrich things. You ever played Joust?
Yes.
It's like one of those flying ostrich guys.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's just silky smooth feathers on the neck. It's gorgeous. And he says, this is Bessie and LaShawn.
Oh, hello.
They say hello back,
Oh, shit, they talk.
but like in your mind.
Oh, nope. Okay, don't talk. Just brain stuff. All right. This is a very weird dream.
And he shrinks down to your size, and he says, would you like to ride them?
Yes?
I can show you my kingdom. And he helps you onto the bird.
This is the start of a really weird porn.
And yeah, he spends the rest of the dream flying you around his kingdom and pointing out various landmarks. And you see people like down there, people of all different like styles of dress, and there's even some people that don't look human. It's like they're from different eras. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You hear a banging on the back of the trunk, gang, or the back doors of the truck, and Electo throws open the doors. And she's like, "Guys, they found a ship."
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it here? And because I
yeah,
was gonna check the alarm that was like an hour and something.
yeah. You see through the
Yeah.
windshield that's pointing towards the shuttle bay doors, and they're opening. And a shuttle, and as soon as it opens, there's a drone that's repeating comm traffic, and so you can see in your heads-up display that like you could probably get a message out at this point. And the shuttle comes in and lands with its back open so they can load the gear in quick. And Electo's like, "Yeah, it's called the I need a name for a starship. It's a fast courier. An archaeologist owns it. It's called the Acheron. It's my girlfriend's ship, Hatima. She's here.
Well,
Oh, your girlfriend?
Yeah, she's here.
All right. Well, who am I? Let's go. Let's go.
About to introduce us.
This is amazing. Oh my God.
Breathe. It's okay.
yes.
She's like,
I can give you a sedative if you need.
do you think I should?
I don't think you
I
should.
mean.
I'll go to my happy place.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
Yeah.
Go to your happy place. Let you go to your happy place, and we'll all go to the ship.
Okay, so a couple of workmen come out of the shuttle and they start loading up gear. Jeffrey comes over and he explains the process. You're going to get in, sit down, strap on. There's space suits you're going to want to put in case of a decompression event. And then we will go to the Acheron. Any last words?
I think we're okay.
Let's just play along for as long as we need to.
I just like to say a few words to our listeners. If you are going to be reunited with a girlfriend you have not seen in a while, avoid sedatives. Just don't do it.
What if you're really anxious, though?
Then you can have a little sedative as a treat.
There you go. Maybe you could share it with her.
Yeah.
Break it in half.
Only if you let her know first.
Yes.
Jesus, Kristy. This is not that kind of show.
Hey, I know we haven't seen each other in a while. I brought some.
Some fun time happy drugs.
Let's call them edibles. Let's call them that.
Okay, so quick scene. Shuttle goes out. It docks with the Acheron. There's some interesting crew members. We'll describe them next time. And then you see Hatima, and I will drop a picture of her in the, what do you call it, in the Discord or our Facebook chat, whatever.
Yeah.
She's like a tall, skinny lady with short blonde hair and a flight suit. And we need a cliffhanger side thing. I'm trying to decide.
The van explodes.
Yeah, you see a bunch of guys like running down the corridors that you just drove down. And they're like, cocking the slides on their submachine guns. And they're like putting down their goggles. And somebody has a chameleon effect, so they get all like wobbly. And you see Dr. Steve like huffing and puffing behind him. Like he's pretty in shape, but like they're going pretty fast.
Still struggling.
And he's like, yeah, Mr. Gilliam. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you just go by Gilliam. Sorry. Anyway, we've got him. We located him at a cargo bay down here. We're almost there. What do you want us to do with him? Really? That's $12 million between the two of them. All right. And he waves up to the forward guy, and he like makes a slide across the neck, meaning death thing with his hand. And the guy gives him a what's up and relays the message to his team. And that'll do it.
Alrighty.
Likes. Do you have any likes? Something your fellow players did?
I got a little list. I made a like list.
Hell yeah.
Top of the list. I like Joust. I love the Joust birds. Was not expecting a Joust reference. I
Joust
want
is
to be in
good.
Joust land now. It sounds pleasant, lovely.
Get a goat. Get a goat.
And I liked all of AJ's brain stuff. All the cool like dream sequences you were on. I'm really digging like the developing weird relationship with Magic Goat Man. And finally I liked debating the pros and cons of a counterintelligence for a hypothetical medical organization with Kristy.
That was amazing because Kristy was on top form today.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that entire sequence just
Oh shit. What about you, Kristy?
I like how much I hate what's happening to Gale.
When you say what's happening to Gale, like, what do you mean specifically?
So, I mean, what I mean is AJ's doing a very good job. AJ is role playing this change to Gale very well. Like, Gale is no longer Gale. Gale is Gale 2.
Oh, you mean with the influence of Maja
Yeah.
the Gokuman?
Yeah. And like there sometimes AJ will say a line kind of a little weird and it's it's obvious that, you know.
For the listener, AJ's doing a thing with their hands on their beard.
Sinister fingers.
Sinister fingers.
Like, we haven't done any roles for this or anything, but I think it's fair to say that Keziah's a little creeped out by Gale right now. A little bit.
that's fair.
And Jayme, I also enjoyed debating like the whole ethics versus like reality thing, and that was a lot of fun.
That was
Just
fun.
like getting to actually just like sit and talk this episode. That was fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's not something that we do a whole lot. What's that face, Jeff?
I love it. Reminded me of like Bashir and Garrick from Deep Space Nine. Like basically two spies talking to each other, trying to find out if the other one's a spy. Yeah,
a
your
little bit.
jokes tonight, Crunch. Oh man,
Yeah.
Oh
some
yeah.
good shit. I can't wait to edit and
Mhm.
hear all that goodness.
This is a really fun episode.
Yeah, no, there were just points in where Crunch would just drop a one-liner and I'd be dying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the burrito.
Yeah. Burrito.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm in the bathroom.
It's
And it was just face.
It was amazing.
Like
Yeah, I wish the listener could see this video. Oh my god.
I made a face. I didn't even know.
Yeah, it was the I know this is gonna kill face.
Yeah, no, you really did look like you were like, and I'm gonna stick this landing and it's gonna work perfectly.
Oh man. Wishes. Who's got some wishes? Or AJ, did you
I
you
didn't
say a lot?
completely get through. Yeah, I liked Jamie's one-liners were very good. I'm always so happy that Keziah is on, that Kristy in general is just on the team because you do much better with diplomacy than the rest of us.
It's that
Like,
brainworm, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You do a better job at like interrogating people and getting information.
Meanwhile, Crunch is a literal diplomat.
Well,
He's so credulous this episode. Or incredulous? One of those.
Incrunchulous.
the thing is Keziah.
Bravo.
Crunchulicious.
Yes.
You were saying, Kristy?
I was just saying, Keziah's mean, and Crunch is like charming and like the nice old guy that you want to
Mhm.
talk to,
Yeah.
you know? So we're kind of like good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Does anybody have any wishes?
My wish is the same, except with every passing moment, Keziah wants to talk to Gale more.
Oh,
A
well,
bit
there's
less.
a few private cabins on the Acheron. You should be able
Oh,
to get that
good.
done.
I'm excited to get further into this cult.
Oh, I have to ask, AJ, were you surprised to hear Jilliam's name?
That wasn't in the Facebook post, was it? Because I remember, I know his name wasn't in.
I didn't say the big bad evil guy's name.
Okay, yeah, no. I remember us talking a little bit about Gilliam. I didn't think he was going to come up this fast.
Yeah. He arrived for you two. He arrived in season 3, played by Caillou, and he was such a great villain that I kept him around.
Yeah.
He even made it into the books. So, yeah.
Wasn't sure he was a villain until the very end of that arc.
Yeah, he's smooth. He keeps everything behind closed doors.
Yeah. I mean, he was also playing with us, so. Young, naive me just was not expecting.
Aw.
I thought we were all friends, except for the fact that I didn't want us to be friends at first because I was in an insane asylum.
Yeah. Kristy, before you go, how do people find you on the internet?
I have some short stories up for free on a website called Vocal, but they're under my full name, which is really long, so look for a link to those in the show notes if you want to read them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I know you said they're good, Jayme, but you're muted, so thank you anyway.
Oh, that's hysterical. Ten out of 10.
and and the feeling is mutual. Your games are very good, so
Thank
when
you.
you do your plug, counts.
Yes, Jayme, plug.
I have a brand new game that just came out today.
Ooh.
Yay!
It is, what is it called? It's called Genre Savant.
Just came out today. Cannot remember what the fuck it's called.
I'm surprised I got through this podcast. My mind is just Swiss cheese to put this game together. It's fun. It's like a space and time hopping, kind of like Doctor Who Quantum Leap by way of Library at Mount Jar. Fun time game. Check it out. It's free. You can find it at brandoff.itch.io.
It's super cool.
Hell yeah. And Kristy, whenever you need to leave, you can drop off. Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna hop out. Goodbye.
Bye.
bye. Wow, she was great tonight.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
AJ.
Yes. Probably if you go on any social places like TikTok or Twitter or Instagram or anything and type in some variation of AJ_the_Slayer, you'll probably find me there. With or without underscores, just depending on where you are. But other than that, I have another podcast that I play with a bunch of my friends. It's called Christmastide, Ohio, and it is about these young children who grow up in this Hallmark-esque town, and there's just straight up ghosts and everything, and we gotta solve mysteries and stuff, and it's pretty crazy for kids to be going through, but we do be going through it.
How old are your kids now?
I I believe what is on the internet right now, we are up to 4th grade, but I believe we're very close to the end of recording season 5.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and actually there was a new intermission one shot. Well, I guess more than one shot, but uh, there's a little mini series that came up between seasons if you want to check that out.
Oh, cool.
Was that Monster of the Week or Kids on Bikes?
I believe in that game, we were playing a system that is based on like camping and stuff. So we were at a
Oh.
summer camp.
That's
Sounds fun.
fun.
It was based on the Lumberjanes. It was a system based on the Lumberjanes comics.
Cool. Right on. You can find me on pretty much everything at El Jefe Tacoma. You can find us on Facebook. We got a Facebook page and a Facebook group called True Heroes of Shattered Worlds RPG. We have a Discord, Patreon. That's patreon.com/shatteredworldsrpg. And I'm probably going to get a tiny URL just so all this stuff can be in one spot. So I'll stay tuned for that. And I have another podcast. It's called Everything is Awesome. It's a arts and issues interview show. We've covered all sorts of stuff like depression, Black Lives Matter, music, art, a whole bunch of stuff. So check that out. And I'm coming up on 10 years in podcasting
Woo woo
in the month
woo!
of October.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I listened to some of my earliest episodes way back when we were on Mixcloud. And man,
What a fucking baby!
it was a trip. Yeah.
Just a wee
Yeah.
podcaster.
If
That's
you
right.
could go back in time and tell you from 10 years ago one bit of podcasting advice, what would it be?
Don't take it personally when people fucking don't show up or disappear.
You know what?
Oh, and
Fair.
also try not to freak out when an episode is eaten, because that will happen 4 or 5 times.
Yep.
Oh man, Audacity used to be a real son of a bitch.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's our show. Anything else?
Nah,
Man, anything? No. Good game.
Oh, email shatteredworldspod@gmail.com.
yes.
Tell us what you think. Twitter at SWRPGpod. Quote from the show or all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
and we'll get your name on the show as a character.
Tell me all the things you changed about Gale.
Yes, please give us scathing critiques that will make us sad.
Yes.
I believe it's on record that Ash does not want those.
It is on record. Ash does not want those. I welcome the
All right,
trollery.
folks. Thanks for playing, guys, and we'll see you very soon. Keep it rolling.
Shout out to Space Knife for letting us use their track I'm Taking Off, Shield Your Eyes from their Into the Black Hole EP. Thanks, Space Knife. Keep it rolling.
I'm taking off.
I'm booked Wednesdays pretty solidly now because of my new podcast, which I didn't even plug.
No.
Let me just, I'll squeeze this in back there. And also look out for my newest podcast, The Great and Secret Knowledge with Lindsay Nelson. We talk about all manner of speculative fiction. We get really deep into the text, and a new feature that we just added at the end of our Piranesi coverage is 1-star Goodreads reviews.
Nice.
It is a swamp, let me tell you.
Very
Sounds
good.
awesome.
We totally didn't forget to do that in the moment and not posting it in just now.
I can't wait to hear what else we're gonna say after this.
I know. It's such a mystery to me.
Guys, you can't ruin the magic.
Oh no, we're
Yes,
going to
we
cover.
can.
Anywho, you'll find that on your podcasters of choice. We'll cover science fiction, fantasy, weird fiction, alternative history, magical realism, all manner of speculative fiction. Apparently, even horror could be considered speculative fiction. So I don't know. We've got a huge spreadsheet. We're like rolling dice every time.
Yes.
Nice.
And our next one is the X-Files.
Oh.
Yeah, so check that out, gang. And yeah, anywhere you find good quality podcasts, there will be.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling the fam that I got a gig
Yay.
reading a piece that I haven't written yet at a literary event.
Awesome.
The theme is fractured fairy tales.
Oh, that's so fun.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
I love me a good fairy tale.
I'm not sure whether to play it straight or like you guys are coming in really quiet for some reason. Say some stuff.
Some stuff.
Some stuff.
Okay, that's much louder. Okay. All right.
I'm glad all I had to say was some stuff.
Yeah. Anywho's, I've never written fairy tales, so I'm not sure whether it should just be vaguely a part of it or if I should really go into the form.
Well, a lot of times when people say fractured fairy tales, they mean an existing fairy tale that you've
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah.
clarify that.
And it's a family event, so I can't have Mother Goose fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
say
know why that's the first thing that came to mind.
I don't know why either, but that's okay.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead, Jeff. I know you haven't asked for advice, but I think I'd just like to give some to you here. Maybe save Mother I'd Like to Fuck Goose for another night.
I was gonna say. You could do a story about like a fairy that fractures her ankle, and then she just has to recover with the help of her friends. So it'd be quite
Mhm.
literally.
He's
And she
writing
almost
it
dies
down.
because no one claps for a good minute.
There you go. It could be Tinkerbell.
Yeah. Tinkerbell's horrible ski accident.
What was she doing skiing? She could fly.
I don't
Oh,
The
fuck her for doing some leisurely activities on the ground.
know.
I'm sorry, you don't think someone with the wings couldn't do some sick stunts on a ski?
Oh, that's true.
plus she lives with a bunch of boys.
She does.
You gotta imagine at some point they're gonna do something to like tie her wings down or duct tape her up or something.
Aw.
Scandalous. Those naughty devils.
You could get like some real height if you sprinkled the pixie dust on your skis before you went down the slope.
Oh.
Ooh, like a ski jump that just
Yeah.
takes you into next
Yeah.
week.
Mhm. Maybe she was experimenting and she was trying it out on herself first
Mm-hmm.
before she subjected others to it.
Because Tinkerbell is famously cautious and measured.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's nice.
Yes.
Here's the thing, is that Tinkerbell's always having a real bad trip because some of the pixie dust makes you fly, but some of the pixie dust is just ecstasy.
Get this fairy some orange slices.
Honestly, get them all orange slices. They're out on the sea. They probably are getting scurvy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And they're all young boys, so like they aren't eating healthy to begin with. There's not fruit on that island, but somehow they have fucking Totino's pizza rolls.
How did they even get power to the microwave?
It turns out fairy dust is just like the dust at the bottom of a bag of Doritos.
Yeah. It's also radioactive.
That's why I sprinkle it on myself at the end of every bag.
Hmm.
I can't fly yet, but give it time.
Years of dust will just build up.
If you don't take regular showers after it causes diseases.
Mm.
Doritosis C? No, that's not a thing. I was trying to do a hepatitis joke, but I couldn't quite make it work.
Doritosis is definitely what you get if you don't brush your teeth after eating Doritos.
Hepatitis spice C nacho.
Nailed it.
Corporate branded diseases, right? It's the next
It's the
big
next
thing.
big thing. Oh, let the marketing meeting begin.
I hate the energy we've created in the studio.